Degrees of comparison. Degrees of comparison are used when we compare two things or more by using adjective or adverb. For example, she is as clever as me. The lion is stronger than the deer. Tom is the bravest boy in the class. Degrees of comparison can be divided into three kinds. The first is positive degree. She is as beautiful as her mother. He is as diligent as his brother. The second, comparative degree. He is stronger than his little brother. The car is more expensive than the bike. Superlative degree. Tommy is the tallest student in my class. Sonia is the most diligent student in my class. And now we discuss the positive degree in detail. There are two kinds of positive degree. The first is equality. In positive degree, the quality of things that are compared in the same. The common form of words used is as, adjective, plus as. For example, Budi is as stronger as Banu. The word strong in the sentence is the adjective that shows the quality between the person and relative strength. The second, inequality. The adjective in negative form shows that the two persons or things do not have the same quality. For example, a cheetah is not as fast as a cat. The second, comparative degree. To compare two people or things, we use the comparative form of the adjective. The comparative form is usually made by adding er to the adjective. For example, tall becomes taller, hot becomes hotter, big becomes bigger, small becomes smaller, swim becomes swimmer, short becomes shorter. For example, in the sentence, Mr. Jack is taller than Mr. Ahmad. Comparative degree. We often use the word than after the comparative form of the adjective. If the adjective ends in e, add er to form comparative. Example, wise becomes wiser. If the adjective ends in consonant and has a vowel before it, we need to double the consonant and add er to form the comparative. Example, thin becomes thinner. If the adjective has two syllables and end in y, just change into I and add er to form the comparative. For example, lazy becomes lazier. Add more before adjective with more than two syllables. For example, beautiful, diligent. The example, my mother is more beautiful than me. Mary is more diligent than Santi. And then the next is superlative degree. When we compare more than two people or things and so which is the greatest amongst them, we use superlative form of adjective. The superlative form is usually made by adding est to the adjective. For example, slow becomes slower, soft becomes softest, tall becomes tallest, young becomes younger, long becomes longest, big becomes biggest. In the sentence, we have Vina is the youngest student in my class. We have some notes about it. If the adjective ends with e, add est to form superlative. For example, wise becomes wisest. If the adjective ends in a consonant and has a vowel before that, we need to double the consonant and add est to form the superlative. For example, thin becomes thinnest. If the adjective has two syllables and end in y, just change into I and add est to form the superlative. For example, lazy becomes laziest. If the adjective has two syllables and end in y, just change into I and add to form add est to form the superlative. For example, lazy become laziest. Add the most before adjective with more than 2 syllables. For example, beautiful, diligent, and so on. The example in the sentence, Mother is the most beautiful woman in the world. Mary is the most diligent student in my class. Have a look at the picture. Mr. Rafi is taller than Mr. Jono, but Mr. Mark is the tallest of all. Mr. Rafi is shorter than Mr. Mark, but Mr. Jono is the shortest of all. Well, look at the balls. There are many kinds of balls. Volleyball is bigger than tennis ball. Basketball is bigger than soccer. Hand axe is the biggest of all balls. Tennis ball is smaller than volleyball. Tennis ball is smaller than golf ball. Table tennis ball is the smallest ball. Look at the picture. In the picture, we find some fruits and vegetables. Can you make a comparison sentence from the picture? What is the biggest fruit in the picture? Yes, it's melon, watermelon. An orange is bigger than tomato. A grape is smaller than an orange. A grape is sweeter than an orange. A mango is as sweet as banana. What is the sweetest fruit? Which one is the cheaper? Banana or mango?
Sea creature weighs a colossal 200 tons. That's nearly 400,000 pounds and can grow to almost 30 meters in length. Their tongues alone can weigh as much as an elephant, and their hearts as much as a car. Yet they survive by eating a diet rich in tiny plankton. When blue
Well, from the video, the short video, we know that blue whale is the biggest animal in the world. Yeah, blue whale is the biggest animal in the world. It is as big as a sheep. Blue whale is bigger than an elephant. It is bigger than hippopotamus. It is bigger than a Komodo dragon. It is much bigger than crocodile. Its tongue is as heavy as an elephant. Its heart is as big as a car. It can reach 30 meters length. It is as long as 18 adult people. Now, have a look at the next video.
Imagine if you can travel from LA to New York in just 6.5 hours, and that too by train. That's right. The Japanese railway company has come up with its latest high-speed, superconducting maglev train, which reached a top speed of 375 miles per hour to become the fastest train in the world. The record was set during a test run conducted in 2015, during which the
Well, from the video, short video, we know that the train's maglev, IC maglev, is the fastest train in the world. It takes only 6.5 hours from Los Angeles to New York. It reaches 375 miles per hour. So it is very, very fast. So it is faster than a bus, faster than a race car, faster than other land transport. But of course, it's slower than a plane.
Well, those are our materials today. I hope that you can understand what I explained today. I hope that you can learn from your module and also from LKS at home. Open Unit 3. That's all for today. See you later. Goodbye.
Goodbye, goodbye. Goodbye, thank you, goodbye.